But the most tragic chapter of the Eminence chase occurred 2 months later, when in July of 1873, 17 Klansmen descended onto the farm of Lewis Wilson near Gats, and they shot him dead in the middle of the night, burned his home to the ground as punishment for helping the marshal. The only partially, positive thing about any of that was that Lewis used his dying breath to name quite a number of the descendants, or not the descendants, the assassins, the murderers, and identified them. It's crazy stuff. Now, sometime later, an 18-year-old confessed to Russell that he was a member of Smoot's gang and the Klan, and he gave Russell some more names. Willis Russell, now a commissioned U.S. Marshal, launched an aggressive offensive against the Smoot gang. He successfully arrested Bill Smoot and his inner circle in February. Smoot escaped custody during transport down to Louisville, I believe, and the moment that the federal troops withdrew in May, the violence roared back to life, and the retaliation was immediate and gruesome. Smoot and his brother gunned down James M. Walker in the street with a mob of 40 Klansmen, critically riddling his body with bullets. And the message was clear: federal authority was temporary and inconvenient, but the Klan was the permanent law. And as the months passed, the gang operated with total impunity, attacking witnesses and rigging elections, and turning the local judiciary into a weapon against the very man that was tasked with stopping them. Now, as the trial neared, the county attorney himself, an armed Klansman, led a mob of over 100 riders into town to ensure that the verdict was carried out at gunpoint. Now, when Owen County Sheriff arrived at Russell's hotel with a posse of 30 men, 25 were identified as active Klansmen, and the trap was set for a lynching, masked as an arrest. Murray's federal troops that saved Russell and his men from certain death. As Russell later wrote to his commander, "Had you not opportunely arrived with your forces, they would have doubtless have murdered us all." It was the final desperate act in a war for the soul of Kentucky.